I almost missed the cutover. That was
I just kind of faded to the end.
yeah, just right in. Just it's like the old Simpsons
uh,
GIF that circles around. It's the grandpa walks into the adult club and Bart's like at the tender and he just walks in, grabs his coat,
yeah,
puts a
and then
guy on.
walks in,
Yep.
walks out exactly.
So this
Yeah.
was I think just came off the press. But
Mhm.
Apple, Google, Microsoft, and Mozilla
Yep.
create a benchmark called Interrupt 2022 to resolve browser compatibility issues identified by developers in 15 key areas.
Didn't we solve this problem years ago?
We did. It was called HTML and HTML5, and
Like it was like the acid test. Remember, was one of
oh
those
yeah,
things. Like I think that might have been for was that HTML or JavaScript? I don't remember,
oh,
but
yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I remember that. I remember
I
that.
just feel like this interrupt stuff has been done. But okay.
Yeah, but now they have a Paul. Now they have a new standard, and they
Yeah.
can argue about it. They can bill hours to it. They can waste a whole bunch of time doing this for multiple
This is going to
years.
be everyone else going, Apple, when are you going to adopt the latest standards? Let's go.
Yeah, probably.
That's going to be the whole committee.
Yeah. They're going to come out with all these standards, and Apple's going to be like, yeah, you still can't run your browser on our thing. Uh,
Look, we'll do all that stuff, but we're not going to let web apps. So just, yeah.
yeah, I would do anything for compatibility, but I won't let you run it there. Something like that.
Except let you run apps that aren't, behoven to whatever the word is, to a 15 to 30% fee.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. There's not a whole lot else going on in the technology world because the actual world continues its reigning streak of being a dumpster fire. If you care about the space station, looks like they're trying to figure out how to keep that thing in orbit. That's always a good thing. Which, like, I'm sort of joking, but not really. Uh,
Oh man.
yeah. Anyways, it's beautiful weather outside. Gonna be this weekend, Paul. 70. Well, I think they downgraded from 75 freedom units to about 72 freedom units.
Oh, that's still in the range that I call perfect.
Yes, car's gonna get washed this weekend. It's dirty. Need to.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Flowers are gonna start coming out soon. Got a vacation coming up here, Paul. Not a Mexican vacation,
Oh,
but
that's right. I forgot about that.
yeah.
What's the schedule there?
I leave the 19th.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're doing the Four Corners Star there, Arizona, Utah.
yeah, going to get all that done. It's I got to go and make sure everything's booked. But then you always have that thing in the back of your mind. It's like maybe they forgot one, or maybe I just pretended.
Oh, yeah. Travel is a never-ending experience. In fact, for us, when it comes to travel, we always forget something. My wife forgot her Fitbit charger, and
Mhm.
I don't think one exists in the city, despite its size. It's just we've
Well, I mean,
tried.
there's the whole Fitbit problem. Hopefully, she doesn't have one of the ones that's burning people, does she?
No, no, no. Yeah, don't bring that on a plane. No, that's an old one. When I first started, you're referring to the Ionic,
Hmm.
right? So when I wrote the little article about that,
Yeah.
and without looking at the actual announcement, I started writing the article,
Hmm.
and I said Fitbit's first generation smartwatch, the Ionic, blah blah blah, whatever. And then I looked it up, and I was like, oh wait, it wasn't the first one. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Fitbit's second generation smartwatch, and then I'm looking through the thing, and I'm like, Fitbit's third generation. This is actually like anyway. Since then they've moved on to different brands and styles and blah blah blah, whatever. So yeah, but this one dates back to I think 2017.
Aren't they owned by Google?
Now they are, yeah.
Yeah,
And they're doing a full refund for those. They sold like 1.6 million of those things.
that's more than I would have
1
guessed.
million in the U.S. I know. Like, who would have thought? But there it is.
Yeah. So, what's your schedule? When do you?
Sorry, as I was telling Brad before we started, we're in an Airbnb now, and we had a slight noise problem last night, so I'm a little blary this
Couple
morning.
maracas just cha-cha down the street.
Yeah. Whew. Anyway, we come home on Tuesday, so I'll be here Monday for this show. I think we're leaving. I don't think we'll be able to do it Tuesday because of the schedule. But yeah, so we're trying to buy a place here, which has been wonderful.
Hmm.
That's probably going to happen Monday, I guess.
Gotcha. Well, that's
We
exciting.
had a big, yeah, it's exciting and scary and weird, but
Sure.
we we had a big meeting with the developer and the notary, who here performs the role of a lawyer.
Hmm.
He's a lawyer for all intents and purposes. He's a lawyer. And it was good. It was good. It was long, but a lot of questions. Just logistical matters.
Sure.
Because we're not going to live here, obviously. So it's like, well, we're going to have bills, right?
Yeah.
How do we pay those if we're not here? Or whatever. He says, well, it's easy. You get the bill. And I said, no, hold on.
Yeah.
I said, I get the bill how? Does the bill come up in paper? And he says, yes. I said, I see. So are they going to send it to Pennsylvania? He said, no. I said, okay, we see the problem. But anyway, we'll figure it out.
How often do you think you'll be down there? I mean, clearly a lot.
Yeah. So obviously it's well, not obviously it's new. So there's nothing in it. It's completely empty. So we'll have to come back for like the final thing. So if we do this, assuming we do this, I should say, nothing is certain, but it seems like it's heading in this direction. We'll have to come back sometime in April to finalize everything. So we kind of put down a down payment, I guess, on Monday.
And then for some reason I was thinking April's like 6 months away. No, April's.
Yeah. Well, it's usually a month. It's a month-ish later. But then we get into schedule issues. We've got the kids and Stephanie's parents coming up for Easter, and so anyway, it's about whatever that is, sometime in April, early April, and then after that, like we have to, furnish it.
Yeah.
So, which is another logistical nightmare. Like I don't know if you've ever bought furniture, but a lot of times you don't just walk out of the store with a couch. Like they ship it to you. So we have to figure out a way we can do that and be here when stuff like that happens. And
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, we can't come here for months at a time now. We have got pets. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of the dog doesn't like it when we leave her for 2 weeks, so I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Well, good. Congrats. Whatever. We'll talk next week when things happen or don't happen or do happen. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'll just work on my blood pressure until then. It'll be fine.